Yes, I don't know when I over platform we as a host and an AJ, and I want to make a born in Punim. See, I'm going to say, Shaman Wontumi, so what I say, you're sentencing it to prison, 20 years in prison with hard labor. Now, I enter report to be what they say, Koba, you had the answer, as also Eddie Amam.
Yenu apenyi ye wofa yen papa ye friend and Chibwe Sako Wontumi, and today have been sentenced into prison for 20 years. Not that alone. No. They say also into 10,000 penalty units. 10,000 penalty units. They also go to 10,000 cities. In Ghana here, every penalty unit is 12 cities. Into we calculate 12 cities by 10,000. And the amount he's supposed to pay to the court. And yes, I have signed the 3 years as I can 20 years now.
Wow. Let Brabio. I wanna how I said Tim Di Mamiadi.
Me say, what's your sentence now? Your man 20 years imprisonment. Any assignment will set a fine of 10,000 penalty units. Now, what bag and Bremois penalty units, no, you're calculating by 12 cities. You say, a fine. Now, fine, I am money, and maybe court be the best cost. I think obedi. Every time you share the standard of living of the people are there, they are setting the penalty units. For the past 10 years, no, the penalty units we use in Ghana here, a unit is to 12 cities. It is at 10,000 penalty units, meaning you are supposed to calculate 10,000 by 12 cities.
Okay.
You're supposed to pay that amount of money to the courts. Now say when you are, then it never go to 3 years. I can 20 years now. I'm 23 years. So a sentence. He has been sentenced into prison for 20 years and a fine of 10,000 penalty units. So 10,000 by 12 cities.
Your calculators in the catches. Your calculators in the catches 120,000, right?
Yes. Yes.
Sassika radio, you said, and I don't for Crabit Naila La Sula La Crepiaman. Meaning so much you flow across still 20 years in the name.
Yes.
20
years. I don't know, they cut it 3 years. They went to me and that particular fine, and so basically 3 years in addition to the 20 years.
Yes, I had 23 years, no.
Yes.
Where dear, so in Winyam for Sessica Winquadi, Obetia. I never cram Yabuano. Nessus can you walk around or add there or 20 years.
But you, so I'm called appealer. No, or G decision to one or go to
or appeal and a chance the same.
It depends. Who's there? Before a lawyer will go for an appeal, I say ultimately the judgment of the court. Now, okay, judgment, Now, also spaces, any weaknesses. I want judgment before me I call appeal.
Now, so Shemina M1 or Betiada or Hena lapses be never buana or be for it.
Oh, yes.
Nah, yeah, Muano, Muka, Pila, Akuma Tomium.
In Ghana here, when we go for appeal, it's not say you are going to adduce new evidence. Go for appeal, you are only going to attack the judgment. Court, no action, no. But what we can say, what the evidence for court.
Okay.
And brother, man, what the evidence for, but if what me demonstrate to the court, they say you did everything reasonable to get that evidence, but within your power, you couldn't get it. Now, I say now, if not that, the court will not grant you to adduce new evidence on appeal.
Yes, I don't for Yentie Kakranso or the Sans and Famam.
It is by way of a written instrument, and if there was none throughout the trial, and that a person could be convicted and sentenced on, it's really a worrying trend. And what can we do except to consult our clients and fashion out the way forward, and it will certainly come out.
But the charges were brought under the Mining Act, right?
Yes, certainly it was brought under the Mining Act. But the in terms of assignment, the specific legislation of land transactions is the Lands Act of 2020. Yes, Act 1036 regulates the conduct of land transactions. So if you want to really understand what assignment means as far as land transactions are concerned, then you have to go to the Lands Act. And clearly the Lands Act talks of assignment to be a written instrument, but we did not see same. And said clearly, once he has been convicted on assignment without mineral rights authorization, it's clearly mind-boggling, and I am not comfortable with the set.
You describe this as mind-boggling.
Yeah, it's mind-boggling.
To you, it is unfair. But let's talk about the processes of the trial itself. Would you say due process was followed?
I will reserve some for now.
Would you say the judge was fair and firm and just throughout the proceeding?
I wouldn't want to, with the circumstance I find myself now, I didn't want to comment on some of the matters, but I believe that as a legal team of with his tax endorsement to speak on some of the matters that has gone on throughout the trial.
And that response points directly or hints directly. Is that what I'm sensing?
Oh, certainly. Once you are aggrieved or dissatisfied by the outcome of the decision of the courts, the onus lie on you to file an appeal at the appellate court. Now, from the High Court, you can only go to the Court of Appeal. And from the Court of Appeal, if you are still dissatisfied, the rules of courts and the laws of the Republic allows you to go up to the Supreme Court. So,
yes, arafo na just say siamre mo ka say abrantie friend say chama Wontumi so no eyade say sentencing to prison 20 years with hard labor. Media me say boni akatua no wo so ade ase ahan say ye no kwese chama Wontumi say bi otafrache say bi enyado wono na ewie nipa sabe wo magana yensuo say wo say yensuo dia no mo sentencing to prison na me amete me problem. But question me bisa nie say see America say chama Wontumi ya sentence no according to NDC for no na ya MP before na ye galamsey and chama Wontumi no musu say oye galamsey e wo Ghana say see America say chama Wontumi be within 2 years ni what na kudie nyina agu fom so what but still galamsey no da so a e kwaso entimi bisa say see chama Wontumi na ye galamsey ya jeli chama Wontumi. Yes, expect to say galamsey no e ba be stop it. Ama yansa asena fa ne ntuma bafla. Ye forest ne hoton. Insuo ni nyina ni atia na ase. Ye jeli chama Wontumi galamsey no ba be ye adwuma sa ne ye no. Na se galamsey ni ba be ye adwuma sa ne ye ne dia. Ene na me se mra no ne chama Wontumi ani ne yie. So what I say? Because ansa na ye be jeli chama Wontumi no. E was say NDC ni na banya ana and this number magana for assurance say see way any galamsey hini a Ghana way na nam ne so galamsey e koso enti say see na ye chama Wontumi afri wono ai galamsey yensuo ni nyina ni baba ye krogen galamsey bia mekoso wo Ghana bia ba say ye kojeli chama Wontumi ama sabe galamsey adaso atena Ghana dia sabe ye chile ni bia friend say asawang e de no mode ye no omuja asawang se wonko China fofi omukroma bagana ye galamsey say yansase but ye China fo ne eja omo se omonko ba ye se ye sentence chama Wontumi e dia tum na China ni di oba ya man nsase ya adwuma apesika dia kro ni krom e dia kwachichiri ni kro yie what you say enti mi bisa o ye question sama Wontumi say wa ye galamsey illegal man ene ya che no ene ya sentence to prison Yefa politics eto nchen enti mo mahama ne na banye mo asio Ghana for say ya sentence chama Wontumi to prison no galamsey ni ba be stop it and e ba be koso because me tie chama Wontumi o ti ni galamsey ni sika no wa mre bibi wa ma bibi ani chama Wontumi kwa woni me enti sabe ye sentence chama Wontumi a emfa so ya MPP ni ndi no sabe o ta frache sabe ye nyaado so deserving ye sentence na ne kwanso ano no e was a sentence and a sentence no but assurance was a Ghana for enya ne say ya sentence chama Wontumi no galamsey ni ba be stop it ana ebe continue se be continue dia enya ne nyansa bia ni ne ye de chama Wontumi nim se galamsey ni be continue because according to John Dramani Mahama no wan kasa nanum to o chema yo NDC for bi o mo ye galamsey enti se sa o mo ho Ye chi NDC ni enti me no me hu ni say me hwe afa me hu ni say NDC for wrong say mre bi ba be duro ma banya sesan aha NDC ni ba kumponka omo nyina be ko jail sa na me hu no because ye sha say ya because ade no wo ye me ye bi ede na wo ko jail wo ade a ekoso entama Wontumi obi entimi testify say chama Wontumi nko na ye galamse wo Ghana. Because within 2 years, obi antimi nka jam say chama Wontumi she sama boy ya galamse. Be ne ya me no ka say okoduru sama boy ya galamse e koso. Ene ya me no ka say Wontumi nka jam say chama Wontumi ye galamse. Na so okoduru sama boy ya gina so jeli chama Wontumi na. Wo be kwa okoduru wona galamse e koso ho. Enti wan mo na eye. Ye mi say asemo because e kwan no yi na wan yi ni ya. One day operator for so beji machine ayi. Na se wo yi na anko yi anu afa nsa. Mo mfa police nye misa question we say. E di nti na ya ma China for kwanyo mo okro ma ye galamse. Na so ye nuanom koye bia na ye chechi wo mo. Ye jeli wo mo. Because chama Wontumi ye Ghana ni. China ni na wa aba no asase ne kra woni mo hwe. Ba mo ja san ko fan so mo nye. Galamse ni da so koso me se enne ya me no ka se. Ko sana boy ko ye se galamse nkoso wo ha. Ehye fan ye tu galamse mo jai. Enye fana galamse ewa wo betuna ka tem se mahama mo bai galamse no nye ye bi wa ba ajai galamse ni da so koso ene ba bia na galamse ni mpodo ya sadi akọ enti se ko jeri chama Wontumi with data da mi se me hu ni se eya mo ne ekwamisi no eye esende signal edi ma wo bi oye galamse se ai onyina yi ba se NDC fo ni ye bi dia ene jeri ni we anase ye baba jeri chama Wontumi na galamse so atede a ene mahama mo piafu mo ne adwumayo basi ye jeri chama Wontumi na se wo fa baba wo mi yadade ye da stie bi si budi a ene ye koya na se ye ba ha na edi dwuma de be si video no ma wonu ya bi a wonya nya bi enhwe ye